Let me ask you something honest. If you're an older man, maybe in your 40s, 50s, or even 60s, and a younger woman suddenly gives you real attention, how do you feel? That spark hits different, doesn't it? It wakes something up inside you. It feels exciting. It feels new. And in that moment, a lot of men start making silent mistakes that quietly destroy the attraction before it even has a chance to grow. I've seen it happen countless times. A man who has lived, struggled, and earned his wisdom suddenly forgets his own value the moment a younger woman shows interest. He starts adjusting himself. He tries to fit into her world. He softens his edges. He becomes less grounded. And the second that happens, the dynamic shifts. She no longer sees a strong, experienced man. She sees someone trying too hard to be something he's not. This isn't about judging anyone. It's about awareness and self-control. When attraction shows up, especially with a younger woman, you must protect your self-respect, your identity, and your inner strength. A calm, grounded man always moves with purpose. He doesn't chase. He doesn't lose himself trying to impress. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 7 most common mistakes older men make with younger women. And more importantly, how to avoid them so you stay in your power and naturally become more attractive. Let's start with the first big one. Never try to act like you're her age. Your age is not a weakness. It's your greatest strength. Many older men make the mistake of trying to copy younger behavior. They change their style, chase trends, talk faster, or act overly energetic just to fit in with her world. But this weakens your position. You lose what actually makes you unique and magnetic. A younger woman is not looking for another guy her own age. She's drawn to what she doesn't have yet. Your calm presence, your depth, your stability, and the wisdom that only comes from real-life experience. When you stop trying to match her energy and instead stay fully grounded in who you are, you become far more attractive without even trying. Your stories, your perspective, your quiet confidence, these are things she can't get from men her own age. Own them. Wear your years with pride. That's what creates real pull. Second mistake, don't become her emotional support system. This one sneaks up on a lot of men. She starts sharing her problems, her past, her daily stresses, and you listen because you want to help. You feel important, but slowly, without realizing it, you become her emotional outlet. She calls when she's down, she vents, she leans on you for comfort. You think this is building connection, but it's often creating dependency instead of attraction. There's a huge difference between being present for her and becoming her free therapist. A strong man listens with empathy, but he doesn't absorb everything. He stays calm. He doesn't try to fix all her problems. He doesn't lose his own peace trying to manage her chaos. When she brings emotional drama, you remain steady. That balance is incredibly powerful. When you stay centered, she respects you more. When you become her emotional crutch, she stops seeing you as a man she desires and starts seeing you as someone convenient. Third, never chase her validation. This mistake is very common and very dangerous. You start giving more compliments than usual. You wait anxiously for her replies. You change small things about your behavior just to keep her interested. Slowly, you begin seeking her approval. The moment you need her validation, you lose control. You stop leading and start pleasing. And that shift is always felt, even if she never says it out loud. A man who knows his worth doesn't chase approval. He already respects himself. When you stay confident and centered, you don't need her to constantly reassure you. If she takes time to reply, you stay busy living your own life. You don't panic or double text. You remain in control. And ironically, that calm self-respect is what keeps the attraction alive. Fourth, don't try too hard to impress her. Many men fall into this trap. They overplan dates, they try to say the perfect things, they want to prove how interesting or successful they are. But this creates pressure for both of you. You become someone who is trying to win her instead of naturally leading. A strong man doesn't perform. He leads with quiet confidence. He makes decisions calmly. He moves with purpose. He doesn't need to prove himself constantly. Leadership isn't loud or aggressive. It's steady direction and inner certainty. When you lead naturally, she feels safe. When you try to impress, she feels pressure. That difference changes everything. The more relaxed and authentic you are, the more she feels drawn to you. Fifth, don't imagine a future too early. This is a hidden but costly mistake. You meet her and your mind starts building stories. You imagine long-term possibilities. You think about what could be, but this creates false emotional attachment. You stop seeing reality clearly. You ignore red flags. You accept things you normally wouldn't. Real connection takes time. Stay present. Observe her actions over weeks and months, not just her words. Patterns matter far more than promises. When you stay grounded in the present, you protect your heart and your clarity. You don't overinvest emotionally too soon. You keep your power. Sixth, never allow yourself to become her backup option. This one hurts, but it's common. She gives you attention sometimes, then disappears. She comes back when she needs comfort or attention. And you accept it, telling yourself she's just confused or busy. The truth is simpler. You're not her priority. You're her convenience. If you accept that role, you lose respect, both from her and from yourself. A strong man walks away from anything that feels one-sided. He sets boundaries without drama. He protects his time and energy. When you stop being available on demand, the dynamic often shifts. She either steps up or fades away. Either way, you win, because you stay true to your own value instead of settling for scraps. Seventh, and this is the most important one, never lose your mission because of her. Your purpose, your goals, your growth, these must always come first. When you start changing your life, skipping your routines, or delaying your plans just to be available for her, you slowly lose your identity. A man with a clear mission is naturally attractive. He moves forward no matter what. He doesn't stop or shrink for anyone. When you stay focused on your own path, you create stability and strength. That energy is magnetic. A woman respects a man who has direction, but she loses interest in a man who loses himself trying to keep her. At the end of the day, this is all about control and self-awareness. You're not here to chase anyone. You're here to build yourself into a man of value. When you stay grounded in who you are, everything changes. Attraction becomes more natural. Respect becomes automatic. And your life stays in your own hands. If any of this resonated with you, drop a comment and tell me which mistake you've made before or which rule you're going to focus on protecting first. I read every comment. If this video gave you clarity and strength, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We're building men who refuse to lose themselves, no matter who walks into their life. Stay strong, stay focused, stay true to yourself. I'll see you in the next video.